I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it out like.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, they dropped the first matchup against this squad. They'll try to even the series in tonight's game. Fellas, just like we were saying earlier, a lot of excitement has been built around this new season. So far, it has not disappointed. Your thoughts, Shaq, on things so far?
Well, for the teams that are losing, it's been a disappointment. But for the teams that are winning, it's now about maintaining that consistency. See if you can make it to the playoffs, how far you can go in the playoffs, and, hey, maybe you can win a championship.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. They're continuing to soldier on without the services of Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, that is really tough, Kevin. You never like to hear the sound of that. They're going to miss him, and by all indications, they're going to miss him for a long time. That was the exact opposite of the news they wanted to hear.
And it does, you're right, sound like a long road ahead for him to get back on the court. But listen, he's a pro. You know he'll do everything in his power to get back as quickly as possible.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the 76ers, Freak in a two-box. Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Kendall Marshall. And so it's Detroit with the ball. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the night.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line. Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Drummond the screen. It's Jennings with the drive. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Meeks. Out left to the wing. Picked by Okafor. And Marshall kicks to Okafor. And it's sent back by Drummond. Johnson, the pass to Meeks. Another shot, and it's blocked. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded by Meeks. Lets it fly. And it's Freak missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat
you're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles. And you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game. You know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
Come on with it. 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 Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Raptors in Toronto. For Toronto, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates,
Well, you guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. I mean, it's a family, the basketball team, you playing for 82 games, you need somebody.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
The Raptors in downtown Toronto, the Air Canada Centre. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors winning their last game against the Celtics in Boston.